everybody, today we are making a carnivore tuna casserole. I'm Anita from KetogenicWoman.com, where I share keto and carnivore recipes that have helped me to lose over 135 pounds. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you check out some of my other videos. And for those of you returning, welcome back, and I hope you enjoy today's video. I'm going to make tuna casserole today, and this came about because last week I made carnivore noodles. These are the ones without any pork rinds. I used the carnivore crisps to just grind them up. You can use chicken or beef, any of the leaner ones because they grind up better. I'll link that video below. But a lot of people, when I did that video, were asking for a tuna casserole. I had quite a few requests. I do have a tuna casserole on my website. It is very keto. It's got broccoli and onions and all kinds of other things in it. It is delicious, but I thought I would make an attempt at doing a carnivore tuna casserole today. And it also gave me the perfect opportunity to try a sauce or a gravy from a new friend of mine, Chris
Does Nashville Cooking. I hope I got that right. No, Chris Cooks Nashville.
So I learned how to make this sauce from him, and what's in it is cream cheese and heavy cream and egg yolks and his special technique. So I will be showing you that in a moment, but I just want to finish showing you what else I'm going to do. I've got 2 cans of tuna and a little bit of salt and a half a cup of cheese to sprinkle on top. I mean, I'm already all in with the dairy. I may as well add some cheese on top. And then on top of all that, I have an assortment of carnivore crisp crumbs. You can use any meat chips if you're unable to get carnivore crisp. You can use your own meat chips that you've made. I have, I think, 3 or 4 different kinds in here, quite an assortment. And I wasn't sure what to do with them. I was just kind of saving them for breading, but I think I'm just going to sprinkle them on top of the casserole and it'll provide a little bit of crunch. You could do chopped up bacon. You can just use your imagination for this casserole, basically. The cream cheese I'm using is a brick type. I just wanted to show you. Okay, so this is everything that is going into the casserole. The other thing I wanted to mention is that this is either going to be the last video or the second last video you see from me, like full video, cooking video. Before I head off to Austin, Texas for KetoCon, I'm going to be going on a 2-week road trip, driving all the way there from Vancouver and all the way back. It should be fun. And one of the things that I'm going to take with me is my electrolytes. This video is sponsored by Element, and I absolutely cannot leave behind my electrolytes when I'm on this trip because I want to sleep well in the hotels, and my history is that I wake up with leg cramps. So I need to make sure I get these in, and I don't want to be looking for them on the road there. So what is Element? It's a super tasty electrolyte drink that contains everything you need without any junk ingredients. It's a science-backed formula to balance your electrolytes, containing 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Right now, Element is offering to my viewers this pack of 8 different flavors. It's their sample pack, and you can get this free with any purchase from their website. So to get your sample pack, go to drinklmnt.com/ketogenicwoman. That's drinklmnt.com/ketogenicwoman. The link will be provided below, both on the screen and in the video notes, so that you can click. And thank you so much, Element, for sponsoring my video. I don't know if you guys are going to be at KetoCon or not, but if you're there, I'll see you there too. So let's get back to making the sauce, or the gravy as Chris calls it. And I will link to his video below, because he goes in, like he shows you exactly how to do this. And
Mine might be speeded up a little bit, but
I'm gonna take the sauce ingredients over to the stove, and we're gonna start making that right now. Okay, so I have a nice big saucepan here. I've got my whisk, and I have my 4 ounces of cream cheese, half brick. I think when I did the grams, it was about 115 grams, if I remember correctly. And basically, this is gonna take a couple minutes to melt. And so I'm gonna try and break it up with the whisk. I have the heat set to just a little past medium. You don't want this to be too hot. Now, I want to mention while I'm stirring this that there also is a dairy-free version of this same carnivore gravy on Chris Cooks Nashville channel. So you will see that when you go there, for those of you that are not able to do dairy. And I did make it a few days ago, and it was very good, and it was easy. It was basically the same process as what we're going to do here, and he lists the ingredients there that you can substitute for all this cream and stuff. So there's a lot of whisking in this recipe. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good arm workout. Okay, so this cream cheese is looking pretty smooth. I have my heavy cream. I don't know if I mentioned about the heavy cream. If you can get the one that has only one ingredient, and this only has one ingredient, and that is cream, that's your best bet. No thickeners or carrageenan or anything like that. So I'm just stirring my cream in here, 3/4 of a cup. We don't want this to boil. We don't want it to get too hot. I'm just going to keep whisking until I see a little bit of steam coming up. And then the technique that I learned from watching Chris was to, as soon as you see the steam coming up, take it off the hot element, move it off, keep stirring, and then in a few seconds you can just move it back. Get the heat off and on, so it never gets too hot. So this is looking very smooth. I think I'm ready to put the egg yolks in. If he's watching this, he's probably
like, no, not yet.
But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so I have my 2 yolks here. I'm gonna wait till some of this steam dissipates, because if you put the yolks in and it's too hot, you're gonna end up with some scrambled eggs. So I think I'm gonna let this cool down for at least 10 or 20 seconds. So the nice thing about this sauce is that there's no thickeners added. Like I really don't like xanthan gum, and there's other ones that people do use. The egg yolks are your thickeners, just like when you make creme brulee or custard. And I think it's going to be great with the tuna. Just going to turn my heat down just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to add these egg yolks in one at a time. So far, so good. We have a nice creamy yellow, no lumps, no scrambled eggs. It's looking good. I'm putting it back on the heat. So basically now it's just a matter of you just keep whisking off and on the heat until it thickens. Never letting it get overly hot or bubbling, like boiling or anything like that. You want it to be hot, hotish, warmish, warm to hot, but not too hot. I can already see it's thickening, so this is good. I'm liking the looks of it. It's getting frothy and a little thicker. Okay, I like the looks of it. I am going to give it a bit of salt, and then we're going to assemble the tuna casserole. Now, add pepper if you can handle pepper. As my regular followers know, I have some issues with black pepper. I guess, you know, I could put white pepper in here, and I might just do that. Okay, I'm liking how it looks. I am going to I'm going to go over there. I'm just going to let this cool off for a couple of minutes. And we're going to assemble the rest of the casserole, pour the sauce on, and put it in the oven. Okay, I have a glass, this is a 9-inch glass pie plate. I normally would have put this in a casserole dish, but I couldn't find mine. So, you know, you gotta make do with what you have sometimes. I'm using these 2 cans of tuna. This is gonna be kind of like a tuna melt idea, I think. You could use chicken as well, like leftover chicken or, you know, whatever protein you like. I like to rotate through my cans of tuna in the pantry just to make sure that they don't get too old. Now, the noodles. I think it's okay that some of them are long. I'm just going to break them up a little bit. Some of these noodles I made with liver crisps, and some have chicken and beef. 3 different kinds in here. The beauty of these noodles is how well they hold up in soup and in baking a casserole. You know, I've had so many people ask me, do they turn to mush? Do they do that? No, they just stay, they keep their shape. You know, you can make lasagna with these, you know, just instead of cutting them into noodles, just roll out the sheet. Okay, I'm gonna get our sauce. I hope I made enough sauce. Maybe I should have doubled it. Too late. Just look at this. Look how thick that is. Nice. I want to scrape it all out of the sides here and the bottom. Get every drop. It really is like a white sauce, almost. Yeah, this is going to be good, I think. So I'm going to I've got half a cup of cheese here. I'm trying to be reasonable. You put more on if you like. Cheese and I aren't the best of friends, but I do have it every once in a while. I just, you know, avoid it on a daily basis kind of thing. I've got brisket in here, chicken breast, a little liver. I can see that the really dark stuff is the liver. Look at this. Okay, this is going to go into the oven for 30 minutes. And then we're going to see what we have at the end and how it tastes. So be back in the next segment when this is done. And it's been 30 minutes. All right, let's see what we have here. We have a crispy top with our crunchy topping and our cheese. Let me see. Ooh, and we have a creamy underside here. Yes, this looks yummy-licious. Okay. Let's have a look here. So I want to show you these noodles. See, they are not mushy. They are still the same shape and texture they were before. But let's see how this tastes.
Oh yeah.
That gravy makes it. It's like a white creamy sauce. Perfect for tuna casserole.
Gotta have some more.
That is excellent. This is like comfort food. If you're eating comfort food, and like I said before, any protein, doesn't have to be tuna. Use, you know, chicken, whatever, meat, ground beef. I want to thank Chris again and his wife. They are in Nashville she does keto, he does carnivore. This is amazing with this gravy. And thank you so much. I'm going to link all that below. And I'm going to link the noodle recipe below as well for those of you that want to make it. And yeah, enjoy. You got to give this a try. So if I don't see you again, maybe I'll see some of you at KetoCon, or maybe I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.
I gotta go have some dinner now. I cannot do black pepper, as my normal followers know. I'm putting in a... abnormal followers. Better reword that. As my regular followers know, I have some issues